Two-time Academy Award winner, Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, it was July 2019 when Mahershala surprised the Comic-Con crowd inside Hall 8H at the end of Marvel's panel and revealed what role he'd be taking on inside the MCU.
What is that? Thank you. Thank you.
And that was a unique situation in that the actor was cast in the role before there was even a script. Like, that script writing process is like a year. So from the very get-go, it was going to be a while before we saw Mahershala in that role as Blade. Now, the guy who did play Blade for 3 movies, Wesley Snipes, showed his support for Mahershala's casting in 2021, writing in a tweet response, "He will do great."
He's a talented actor. He appreciates the craft, the art form of acting. Those who approach the craft that way usually do very, very well. And I think he's done pretty good so far.
And Wesley told Uproxx in February 2021, "I don't have any involvement, but I support the young artists and I support Marvel in their business decisions. It's a beautiful thing. I think he's a heck of a job. He's got a heck of a job on his hands."
You know, what I look forward to is earning it. I look forward to earning, you know, there's an anticipation for it, there's an excitement for it that he owns, that Mr. Snipes owns, you know? And so, in filling his shoes, like, you know, I'm just working to earn my place in this.
His performance is not in a microcosm, you know, it's not by itself. The production, the other actors, the other producers and creatives have to all gel together for the film to work.
And that's where the problem is. As we approach the 5-year anniversary of Mahershala being announced in the role, news came the Blade film has lost its 2nd director, and the 6th screenwriter has been hired to write the script. I don't even know why they'd be hiring directors if they don't even have a working script at this point, but anyways. In a profile piece published also last Wednesday, Mahershala's lawyer, Shelby Weiser, told The Hollywood Reporter that deal was in 2019 and they still haven't shot it, which is pretty much the craziest thing in my professional experience. Now Wesley's weighed in, tweeting this gif of himself playing the character and wrote, "Blade, lordy, lordy, lordy. Folks still looking for the secret sauce. Riding snowmobiles in traffic, kinda rough. Daywalkers made it look easy, don't they?" First off, it's understandable that Wesley would be in the mood to gloat a little bit, but let's be clear, Wesley. I mean, you did not make cinematic masterpieces here. The reception for each one of his Blade films was worse than the previous, with both critics and audiences giving Blade Trinity the thumbs down. You are not the benchmark for this new Blade movie. I'm sure their benchmark is much higher than what the previous Blade movies were. And to say the extended delay is due to Marvel or their hired screenwriters or directors struggling to find the secret sauce for Blade is really unfair. So much of the Blade delay can be explained by events outside of Blade's, I'm talking that as a project as a whole, outside of Blade's control. After that very, not premature, but just like preemptive announcement of Mahershala's casting, 7 months later, the global pandemic hit in March 2020. Yeah. So Disney and Marvel had to focus on the projects they already had on the go. Like, there were like 15 projects on the go. And amongst those projects, yeah, we heard Mahershala in that Eternals end credit scene.
I have to try.
That came out in November 2021.
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman? So to have to talk before you even like actually filming was challenging, but I'm grateful for it because it made it feel real. You know, it made it's like, okay, now we're going.
Yeah, things were going. A month after that audio performance, Mahershala told Stephen Colbert that the workout routine was underway.
Now are you gonna have to get all swole? We're gonna have to get all jacked.
I gotta get swole and jacked.
Yeah, you got a regimen in place?
Yep.
Blade, starring Mahershala Ali, comes out November 3rd, and we start filming this October.
That was Kevin Feige at Comic-Con 2022. And yeah, beginning production just over 3 years after that Mahershala announcement, that included a global pandemic, would have been more than a reasonable start time. But then in September 2022, director Basim Tariq exited the project, and that was really the first self-induced hiccup for Blade, as I'll call it. A new director was hired, and in February 2023, Kevin Feige told Entertainment Weekly, "It's going well. Our director, Jan, is down in Atlanta right now. Cameras roll in like the next 10 weeks or so." Well, before that 10-week mark hit, the writer's strike happened. And then the SAG strike happened, which, yeah, was a big pause button for the entirety of Hollywood. So, yeah, then they got unpaused in November 2023. And yeah, so if you factor in from there, like that 7-month delay and then another 10 weeks, yeah, they would have started shooting Blade like July or August of this year. But yeah, now they've lost a second director. Blade is also in the middle of this total like recalculating, reconfiguring that Disney and Marvel are doing in terms of their upcoming slate of projects. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure the only projects we know about with Marvel are Thunderbolts, Captain America Brave New World, and the 2 Avengers movies that are way down the line. Like, I think Blade is the only other project we're aware of. Like, they haven't even announced Eternals 2, which was the movie that Blade was kind of introduced in.
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
On top of that, like, I'm sure there's been reconfiguring of what is Blade going to be connected to. Like, if they don't do Internals, is he going to be connected to X-Men or Deadpool? Like, yeah, so I'm sure that's been some reconfiguring of what the screenwriter needs to do as well. So yeah, this isn't about struggling to find a secret sauce for Blade. It's Blade trying to weather all these storms that are going on around it before it can get to the story it really wants to tell. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
We wish them well, and we go for it. Good luck.
I'm just excited to get going and do the work.